This place has a lot of benefits for a lot of kids.
It has helped us get outside the city limits and take our program to the outlying areas.
It's a beautiful circle of loving legacies that just go on and on.
The most important thing about the Community Foundation, again, is the community.
Just about everybody on the North Coast contributes in one way or another. Everyone seems to volunteer, or they provide financial resources, or their time in other ways. We're an incredibly rich county because of the citizens who live here and the work they do and what they believe in. In 1972, Vera Viator was looking at the county and the work done by our many citizens and looking at the nature of all the small organizations and the small efforts that collectively by many thousands of people make this a great place, and realized that a piece was missing, that it was hard for people to direct their resources towards the many small things in an effective, efficient way. And she came up with the idea of the Humboldt Area Foundation, a place where all citizens could come together to make their various dreams come true that collectively make this a great place to live. Her idea was a place that would remove the barriers that get in the way of people achieving their dreams. And that's the role of the Humboldt Area Foundation. We're nothing more than a place that helps people achieve what they believe in.
Humboldt Area Foundation began with the dreams of Vera Viator, her husband Lynn, and the many generous foundation donors who followed them. That dream was to build a quality of life for the North Coast.
When Mrs. Viator died in 1972, she arranged for the establishment of the foundation, and then left the residue of her estate, $2.4 million, to endow the foundation, and this beautiful real property, the home to be used as foundation office and headquarters, and the 14.31 acres surrounding to be dedicated as a park in memory of Lynn Viator, which was done in 1975, as you can see here. We opened our doors in June 10th, 1974, and it was a very exciting time. We hit the ground running. Before the year was over, we had granted $122,000. So that was our first year, and it was tremendously exciting and rewarding. I think that Humboldt County is extraordinarily fortunate to have a community foundation with the assets and the reputation and the caliber that Humboldt Area Foundation does. I think the foundation can very often act as a catalyst to make things happen.
Ordinarily, there might be 10 or 15 individuals that get together and each donate $1,000, so that the foundations really get started on a shoestring. That was not the case with us. We've come a long way in the last 25 years.
The Humboldt Area Foundation serves the Northern California communities of Humboldt, Del Norte, and increasingly Trinity County. Under the stewardship of the foundation, the community granting resources grew from Vera Viator's initial donation of $2.4 million to $25 million reached in 1997. Celebrating its silver anniversary, Humboldt Area Foundation has 4 areas of focus. One is on keeping the charitable resources from the North Coast working for the North Coast, to provide grant making to support communities working together in the areas of youth, health, community service, human services, arts and culture, and public safety. As a place where diverse groups can convene around a neutral common table, and to provide training and support for the nonprofit community.
We're a community member. We are supporting the nonprofits, helping them build their capacity so that they can pull in grants from other outside the area, pull in those resources so that they can work effectively and serve the community.
Donors are able to have their charitable gifts realized and see the outcome of their wishes being carried out.
We touch youth, we touch old folks, we touch people that are having economic difficulties due to whatever their circumstances might be. And it's really wonderful, and we're very lucky in a small community like this to have a foundation of such magnitude as the Humboldt Area Foundation. There is no government money involved in this foundation. It's all private donors.
Humboldt Area Foundation is people to people, community members together.
It is, in fact, the relationship that Humboldt Area Foundation has with the community that makes it possible for Ian and I to put together this fund, which is really trying to reciprocate, the incredible generosity and understanding that we've had from community members and the public.
The foundation is one of the greatest resources that we have here in the county, and we just feel very fortunate because we set up the foundation with a certain amount of money, and it would be very difficult for us to find all of the wonderful projects without this entity.
Someone has a specific area of interest that they're willing to give money to. We know that if they leave it with the Humboldt Area Foundation, that area of interest will be dealt with here in Humboldt County using those funds.
The donors are doing something good for themselves, for their families, and in turn they benefit the community, and the public benefit organizations turn right around and utilize those funds and those grants and turn it right back into the community.
And I think as the community sees and sees the importance of helping ourselves, basically, because that's what it is, the community helping themselves. And I think as the community grows stronger and recognizes and respects the diversity, I think we'll all grow stronger from that.
Humboldt Area Foundation is a living symbol of the generosity and commitment of the residents of the North Coast.
Our whole purpose is to promote the arts, artists, artistic activity in our region. And what we know about the Humboldt Area Foundation is that they are always very supportive of the arts in Humboldt County.
It's through their support, their leadership, and particularly some of the technical support that the foundation provides to our not-for-profit organizations, we've been able to be more successful in fundraising in our community.
They've been a resource in us developing additional funding where they would partner with us, or through them we were able to get to other foundations.
But it's not just the financial support. We really appreciate being part of the larger community that the foundation so much helps.
There's something I need to explain to you here. You know, all those grapes that you get, you wouldn't be getting them at all if it hadn't been originally for the help of a lot of community donations from individual donors, and in particular the Humboldt Area Foundation. So, what do you think about that?
Humboldt Area Foundation provides a way to keep resources working for all of us, today and tomorrow.
But I feel really glad that I helped those people, and there's many other people out there that need help, and I feel that this place will do it.
I see Humboldt Area Foundation playing a major role in the future of my generation.
Ask what your fund can do for you. Ask what you can do for your fund.
Foundation.
Well, I think the foundation has a future that is bright and unlimited, really.
I know of no other way that some of the things could be accomplished were it not for the Humboldt Area Foundation. And I think this is something that needs to be stressed, that it is a community foundation, and it exists because of people in the community, and it is for the people of the community.
Our Community Foundation. Building for tomorrow. Removing barriers. Fulfilling dreams. Providing possibilities. People to people. Humboldt Area Foundation, a celebration of community.
This has been a Shenandoah Films presentation.